back with lesson 17, where we are going to be learning about improving our data models. And in this lesson we learned how to create more robust mongoose models, and then we also created instance model methods for our models that can be run from elsewhere in our application on specific model instances. And then later we go and test our models for the first time in the REPL environment, and we create a new course model with a many-to-many association to our existing subscriber model. So this relationship allows subscribers on the site to show interest in specific recipe courses, and it also allows us to target our users better by location and interest based on their zip codes. So yeah, let me just start off by going to the listings and opening our subscriber.js, because one of the first things that we do is going to define our subscriber schema in our subscriber.js file. So as you can see here, we define a subscriber schema to contain a name, email, and zip code properties, right? And then after that we are going to add validators to the subscriber schema in the same file, and we require the name property, we require the email property, and we set the lowercase to be true, and we want it to be unique also. And then the zip code also, we set it up as a property, and we add a custom error message here to say zip code is too short if it doesn't match this format that we give it, and we tell the user also that it must be 5 digits, right? And then after all of that, we are going to add our instance methods to the schema in our subscriber.js file. As you can see here, we run this get info function, and we get the full name of the subscriber, and then we add another instance method to find the subscribers that have the same zip code, and then we export our model to make it available globally. And then after that, we are going to set up a subscriber model in our REPL in our terminal. But first I just want to show you this REPL the JS file, and in this REPL.js file we require mongoose. We take our subscriber, we import our subscriber module also in our course module. We create these two variables here, test course and test subscriber. We create a connection. Let me actually change this. We create a connection to our database, and we make this a global promise. And the first thing that we do is we use remove to just clear everything in the database to make sure that we don't have any duplicates. And then after that, we just log to the console that we've removed the items, and then we then create a subscriber. So the first subscriber that we create is John. The email is john@johnwexler.com, and this is the zip code. Then we log to our console that we created the subscriber, and we use the instance method, right, to get the full name of the subscriber. And then we run a query to get the subscriber with the name of John, which is the same subscriber that we created. And then after that, we just log to the console. If we do get the subscriber, we using this callback function, if we do find the subscriber, we log to the console that we found one subscriber, and then we just log their full name here using that instance method once again. And yeah, we just take the test subscriber variable that we declared here, we take it, and the subscriber that we get here, we just update that variable to make it equal to that. So John will now be the value in the test subscriber variable. And then after that, we create a course now. With the name of the course is Tomatoland. The description, locally farmed tomatoes only. It has a zip code, and it has 2 items within it. And then we run a callback function. After that, we have a promise here. This is just chained promises, by the way. We run a promise here. We chain these promises just to make it one long step rather than creating many different steps, right? So we take our test course variable, and the course that we found, right, is the course that we created, that Tomatoland course, and we save it into this variable here. And then we just log to our console that we created a course, and we take the title property of this course object here, and we just display it on our console. And then after that, we push the test course into our test subscribers courses, right, so that array, so that basically our subscriber has a a property where you can see what courses they there's a property, it's an array, and in that array you can see what courses they are subscribed to, right? And then after that we populate that array using the courses, and then we log the subscriber and we connect to our database, we link it via the ID, and yeah, so at the end what it's going to look like is if I go to my CMD here, and the first thing that I'm going to do is, so how we're gonna do it is that we are going to run on our, this is our CMD by the way, our command prompt. We are going to try and run the node repo. So I'm gonna first start with these three files here. The first one I'm going to use is node.js. Just going to run that. Yeah, so after running our node seed file, as you can see, we just created those subscribers, we added some courses, and you can see this John at John Wexler here. And just to go back to the seed.js file, you can see we require mongoose here and our subscribers. We could make a connection, we take that connection, we have a array of contacts here that we just hard coded, and then we just we delete basically to clear the subscribers, and then we create a commands array, and then we use the for each to push every subscriber that we create into this array here. And then now the next step will be running node validate. And then after running node validate, we are going to run node repo. Okay, looks like there's something I misspelled here. Let me just go and fix that quickly. Yes, so after fixing that error, I ran node repo again, and as you can see, we see now the courses here. We have John Wexler, it's that Tomatoland course I was speaking about. And then if you go to our MongoDB campus, we should see those entries now, that data in our database. And then let me just close this. It's going to be in a recipe DB. Yeah, so if we open our recipe DB, as you can see, we have a courses database, we have subscribers, and if I click on my subscribers, you see we have all those subscribers that we inputted. Oh, actually it's contacts, sorry, it's not subscribers, it's contacts. We have courses here, and you see we have Tomatoland and courses, we have that cherry and that heirloom. Yeah, in our subscribers we have those contacts that we had in that array, and also we have the courses here, as you can see. So that is all for lesson 17. As you can see, we were able to run this on our REPL environment. Thank you.